Hi everybody. Today we're going to be focusing on the spine. So we're going to focus on spine strength as well as spine flexibility, stretching. If you have any back pain, just strengthening that back and all the muscles around the spine are so important. And we're going to try to do it with Penny Poodle Pants here. We'll see how long she lasts. So let's just start with our hands on our knees. And just breathe. Breathe normally. Get into your body. Now take a deep breath in, stretching that spine all the way up to the ceiling. And hold it there. Hold it there for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale it all out nice and slowly for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the bottom for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale slowly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then hold it at the bottom for 4, 3, 2, 1. That's called box breath. And anytime you're feeling any sort of anxiety, anytime you're feeling unbalanced, it's just a great way to get everything back in line. So now with your hands on your knees, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna breathe out. And as we breathe out, we're gonna pull that back towards the back of the room, putting that chin on your chest. And then when you inhale it all out, looking up to the sky. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale again. And start to move a little bit faster. Build some heat in that core. Feeling your chest open, your back open. And go at your own speed, but use the breath. Exhale as you round, inhale as you come up. Couple more times, and then rest into stillness. Breathe, feeling that energy moving around your body. And now if you're sitting on something, move that out of the way. As we go into cat-cow, we did this a couple days ago. But just a reminder, have your wrist right below those shoulders, your knees right below those hips. Let that belly sink down as you look up towards the ceiling, hips up, shoulder blades together, and then exhale it all out into cat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, curl it all in. Feel that nice stretch through the cervical spine all the way down to your sacrum. Inhale. Exhale. And do a couple more of these on your own. At your own speed, using your breath to guide you. Exhaling as you go into cat. Inhale as you go into cow. Exhale. And then move your hands a little bit in front of your shoulders. And we're gonna do puppy pose. So you're just going to take your hips up. You're gonna lead with your chest down towards the mat. Your chin on the mat. And stretch. Feel through the arms, to the side of the body. And just breathe every breath that you breathe out. Feel yourself sinking a little bit deeper. And then come back to tabletop. Take your right foot and point it back towards the back of the room. Take your left hand and point it out towards the front of your mat. Lift up with that back leg as you're reaching out in front of you with that left arm. Keeping that core nice and tight, you're in a nice straight line. And then bring that knee in to meet that elbow. Let's do this 10 times. Inhaling as you reach out, exhaling as you curl in. Inhale out, exhale, curl in. Inhale out, exhale, curl in. Let's do 4 more of these right here. And then rest that hand on the mat, the knee. Maybe just shake out those hips a little bit. Feel that pressure, or feel that nice juicy heat in that right arm. And then we're gonna do it on the other side. So you're gonna take your left leg out, pointing it towards the back of the mat, right arm towards the front of the mat, and really feel like somebody's pulling you in each direction. Keeping that core tight, pull, pull, pull. Using that traction, feeling everything light up, feeling that glute, that left glute light up. And then exhale, bring that knee to elbow. Inhale out, exhale in. We'll do this 10 times on this side as well. Each time, we're reaching out a little bit further, kicking back a little bit further. You're using your back muscles here. Put that mind in those muscles that you are stretching out, that you are strengthening. 4 more. Inhale out, exhale in. In, exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Good job. And just rest here. Put those toes together, those knees wide as we go into a child's pose. Sinking those hips down towards those heels. Head on the mat. And just rest here. Maybe shaking that head back and forth a little bit. up on your elbows into Sphinx pose. So your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. They're parallel to one another. And your legs are just out. Your legs are about shoulder width apart. And just look up towards the ceiling. Breathing. Feeling that chest open up. Feeling it in your back a little bit. Maybe pulling those elbows so that your elbows are reaching towards the back of the mat. And then placing that head down on the mat nice and easy. And then taking those hands just about the width of your mat, a little wider than your mat. And this time we're going to press up a little bit more. Of course, if this is too much on your back, if this is hurting your back, do not do it. Come up as low or high as you can without any pain. You should feel some tightness, maybe a little pinching, but not a pinching pain. Keep those shoulders away from your ears, and then come back down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, down. Inhale, one more time, come up. Exhale, down. And then rest here with your hands at your sides, your knees or your feet up, just windshield wiper, back and forth. Now we're going into Cobra. So you're going to take your feet, you're going to press the tops of your feet down on the mat. And then lift those knees up. So tighten those quads so those knees are lifted up off of the mat. Pressing the top of the feet nice and hard down on that floor. Now place both hands right beside the shoulders. Squeeze those elbows in towards the spine. And then slowly come up, maybe pulling back with those arms, with those hands, and squeezing that back together. Don't use your hands to lift you up. Use your back muscles to lift you up. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale up, use those back muscles, maybe lift those hands to see how much your back muscles are actually being used. Exhale down. Inhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together, press those feet down on the ground and look up towards the sky. Exhale. Rest here for just a couple minutes. Place those hands right, or place those arms right to your sides. Breathing here. And then we're moving into airplane pose. So take those hands in a T, place those feet and those legs together. And I want you to pretend like you have a piece of paper right in between those knees and you're squeezing them together. You're squeezing your glutes together. And then as you inhale, lift up those arms, lift up those legs, and look up towards the sky. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And place those arms right beside you again, resting here. And through all these floor exercises, I want you to concentrate on those back muscles, using those back muscles to pull you up. We're using different areas of the back muscles. Next is lotus pose. So you're going to keep your hands to your side. Your palms are going to be facing towards the mat. Your legs are together. Again, squeeze that piece of paper right in between your knees as you come up. Nice and gently, using that back to lift you up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then rest here. Getting your breath nice and steady. And now for floor bow, our last exercise on our belly. So take those feet and point them up towards the ceiling. Now grab your ankles, or right above your ankles. And you're gonna, for this pose, you're going to kick out with your feet as you lift up through your chest. So you're not pulling anything. You are just lifting everything up and opening up and using those back muscles to squeeze up. And then exhale down. If this is too hard with 2 feet, you could always use just one leg. Inhale up.
Call from unknown.
Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let those feet drop. Breathe here. Moving those hands right beside your chest, just lift up nice and gently and come back into child's pose. And then come up to your knees. And we're gonna be opening up that heart. We're gonna be using that back. This is our biggest back bend of the day. So what I want you to do is I want you to put your hands on your hips, like you have, like you're putting your hands in your jean pockets. Drop your head back as far as you can and hold it there. And then come back up slowly. This pose might make you feel a little bit dizzy. That's okay. It is supposed to. Your head is going behind you. So inhale one more time, not one more time, we're gonna do this 2 more times. Looking back, can you go back a little bit further? Pressing those hips forward as you lean back. Breathing, pushing those hips forward. fall back, way back, and slowly come back up. And if you're feeling ready, now as soon as we go back, I'm gonna slide my hands to my heels. So you're gonna inhale, exhale, pushing those hips forward. And if you feel ready, put one hand on one heel, the other hand on the other heel, and press forward. Press those hips forward as you look back towards the ground. Breathe here. And slowly come up using those hands on those hips, coming back down, sitting on those heels, and just breathing here. Feeling that heart open. And now we need to do a counter stretch. So rabbit pose. What you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your heels. This could be a little bit uncomfortable but grab those heels just because our wrists aren't used to doing this. And we're gonna take our chin down towards our chest, making that double chin. And rolling over, squeezing those heels. See if your forehead can touch your knees. And this is all you might need right now. Just breathe here. You want to try to take it a step further. Place that head on the mat and pull up with those hips as you're pulling those heels. Squeezing in your tummy, pressing your hips up towards the sky. And then coming back down. Slowly rolling up. And now laying down on your back, roll down nice and slowly. Now your heels are gonna be right, you should be touching your heels with your fingertips. Your legs are shoulder width apart. We're gonna do a bridge pose, and then we'll take it up we're gonna do it 3 times. I'm gonna do 3 different modifications. Not modifications, but I'm gonna make it harder each time. So this first time, just press down with those arms. And remember, not to lift or not to push with the glutes, but lift so that you're pressing into the shoulders. So gently lift up those hips towards the sky. Breathing here. And then exhaling it down. Now you can just stay here and continue to do that, or you can take your arms underneath you so that you're sitting on your shoulders. Lifting your hips up, opening up that chest, pressing those hips up towards the sky. Breathing here. And then coming back down. And then the next stage of this is wheel. So if you're not comfortable doing it, don't do it. You don't have to try it. We'll get there. But if you can try it. You can just do the regular, you can do the regular bridge or the bridge with your arms underneath of you. But for wheel, You're gonna take your heels, again, touching with those fingers. Take your hands so that they're at the side of your head. And then you're gonna lift up, looking underneath you, pressing those hips forward. Holding here. Couple more breaths. And then coming back down. Nice work, you guys. Now hug those knees in. Let's go into happy baby. Take the side of those feet, rock back and forth. And happy baby, this is also a pose that you need to use your muscles for it. Don't just sit here and wobble around. Take those feet, press them up towards the ceiling. As you're pulling down with those legs, feel that stretch through those hips. Press your back all the way down. Rock back and forth. And then slowly come down, bring everything down, slow legs down to the mat. Let those heels touch, feet open, chest open. As we lie in Shavasana. And stay here as long as you want. Just resting here. The most important pose. Letting everything slip out of your mind. Feel free to stay on this pose or roll over to your right side into a fetal position. Laying on your arm. Your left hand touching the earth. And then slowly come up into a seated position where we started. Hands at heart center. Thank you for practicing with me. The spine is so important. It holds us up with our hips. The light in me honors and cherishes and admires the light in each of you. Bringing your thumbs to right in between your eyebrows. We say namaste.